Hello everyone, welcome to Brown Sugar Cooking. It's your dedicated brown sugar, me, Arsenio, and today we're going to be doing chicken pot pie. I actually did chicken pot pie a couple days ago, but I felt like I could do better, so I'm doing it again. So for chicken pot pie, we need obviously a pot pie crust. I use Wilwaka pie crust pre-made. You can totally be the overachiever and make your own crust. However, it is 6:30 on a Wednesday night and I ain't got time for that, so I use pre-made crust. And then for the top, some people use pie crust. I'm using a pastry puff, so I have the Wilwaka pastry puff. For our chicken pot pie, we will need 1 onion. So I have 1 onion that I have already diced here. We're gonna need 1/3 of a cup of butter. So I have 1/3 cup of butter. I use the Irish cream butter. We have 1/3 cup of flour. We have garlic, guess it, 3 cloves of garlic, because we always use 3, it's the magic number. I have 1 cup of chicken broth that I actually made myself. I just used hot water and 1 bouillon cube. We have cream, 1/4 cup of cream. I got milk, 1/2 cup of milk. We have 3 cups of cooked chicken. I made this chicken in the Instapot in about 12 minutes. You can use rotisserie chicken. You can make your chicken on the stove. Do your preferred method. Just make sure your chicken is cooked. I have 1 whole potato. It's already cooked, so I boiled this potato and chopped it up. And then we got 1.5 cups of frozen vegetables. And then just little extra things we're going to use. Obviously, you're going to need a pie pan. And you're also I'm using aluminum foil for the outside of my pie crust when I'm done. Okay, now let's start this whole chicken pot pie process. So you got my cool little burner. Let's turn this bad boy on. Okay, there we go. No. Trying to get it so you guys can see it better. Boom, there you go. Now, first step to the chicken pot pie, as you remember, is going to be the butter. And the onion. So we're going to take that down. We're going to be melting the butter essentially and sauteing this until the onion is tender. You don't want to use crispy onion. So I'm just going to throw it in the pan, mix it up a little. So we're gonna let that sit there and simmer for a minute. I actually love the way that butter and onion, actually anything when you're sauteing it or cooking it with butter, I just absolutely love the way that it tastes and the way that it smells. I just love like veggies and butter. Ooh, just cooking, the aroma is just so amazing. I'm gonna give that a couple minutes. It shouldn't take too long. Also, make sure you're not cooking anything too high because you want to be able to you know, not burn what you're making. And I can always tell with onion how it's cooking by the color, because you notice when you cut onion, it'll be like really, really deep, dark white, and then as you cook it, it becomes more translucent. I'm actually really excited because I kind of know what I'm doing this time a little bit better. Now I'm gonna add my garlic. And flour. And we're just gonna get it pasty. Mix it around, get it pasty. Oh, it smells so good. And all it is just some garlic and some butter and some onion. Okay, now we're gonna add the chicken broth. Now, this is where it's gonna get real pasty. This is where you wanna see like Elmer's glue pasty. See how thick that is? Alright. Now that it's like Elmer's glue, we're going to add the cream and the milk. Okay, we're going to stir that real quick. Because it's going to take a second for this to get back to temperature, we are actually going to throw in some pepper. Now, I didn't add pepper into the main base ingredients because you kind of just do this to taste. So if you want to do pepper, you can. If you don't want to do pepper, you don't have to. I just add a little bit of pepper. See, now. Ooh, yeah, she thick, she thick. I'm gonna drop the chicken in there. I'm gonna drop the potatoes in there. And we're gonna drop the frozen veggies in there. Now I'm gonna kill the heat. I'm just gonna mix this up real quick. Hey, we got our pot pie filling. Now we're just gonna push this to the side real quick because I want you to see what I'm doing as far as filling the pot pie. Literally just dropping it in there, right? Ooh. Now, here comes the fun part you get to do. The Bible. Now I'm unrolling this before I put it on because what I learned from last time is that it's a little longer. So I'm going to want to cut some of it. threw that on top. It's gonna go over the edge a little bit. Now, so if my brush setup is going to keep you aluminum foil for the edge. Can you see this? There we go. Okay. Now you're actually supposed to cover the whole edge. However, I do not have enough aluminum foil. So now we're gonna pop this in the oven for about roughly 35 minutes, and I'll see you guys in a little bit because we're gonna have to brush this with the egg wash. I don't do my egg wash before I pop it in the oven, so you can if you want to, but I'll come back in a couple minutes and show you the rest. Okay, so now I'm going to be pulling the pie out of the oven. I'm just going to brush the egg wash on it. So here, actually I'm not brushing it, I'm spooning mine a little bit because your girl ain't got no brush, because your girl's highly unprepared when it comes to the brushing baking section. And I am actually going to take the time to remove the aluminum foil now so that my crust can finish cooking. Let's see, it's getting crispy on the end. So yeah, guys, I'm just adding my egg wash to this right now. It's been halfway through the cooking process. I removed my aluminum foil, added my egg wash so I can finish the cooking process. We're good. Alright, so my pot pie has come out of the oven, and I cut into it just to make it a little easier. And we're going to try the pot pie. You see how the inside of the pot pie, because of the fact that I let it rest a little bit, everything isn't like spilling out and oohing and gooing over, but it's still very ooey and gooey. So we're going to give it a try. And that's what I wanted to taste. All right. Well, guys, thank you for joining me for my second pot pie video. Have a good day.